I'm Van.
I'm Sori.
Still in the hotel, y'all.
Yep, because we're going to that Diablo Viscars concert.
We're going on a recording binge. So this is the continuing quest for figuring out the forefathers, the roots of black metal. No, black metal.
This is black metal.
Black metal. We're trying to figure out black metal. This is the band Venom. And the name of the song is actually Black Metal.
When you said it, it made me want to go see that movie.
Oh shit, that's right. There's another movie that we probably want to see tonight after the show, inshallah.
Oh, we'll go out on the street? Because I know last night you said you wouldn't allow me to go out there.
No,
I look like a tourist.
Randomly, just looking around. If we have a destination, we're good.
Oh, well, good. Because I used to walk around in the city with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like friends. Like
Sure.
Not.
So this is black metal from Venom. So I'm pretty sure they're folks that coined the term.
Well,
so these guys, I guess Mayhem and Birds, they all like talk about this band as being influential. And plus, we did Bathory, we did the Merciful Fate. Mm-hmm. So like everybody's like, this is the band, this is the song. So here we are.
Okay.
Venom, black metal. Let's do it.
Suggested by the people.
By the people.
Go.
soul to the gods, rock and roll.
Whoa.
I like this one.
Whoa. Okay, so these guys sonically are closer to black metal. The black metal, Mayhem, that type of shit. Like sonically, you know, the bad production and all that.
I get that level of bad production. To me, that is great.
That's
and I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded
the
more
other
raw.
stuff,
I feel like I was at like a party. And
I liked it.
Kind of cleared the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the sound of it. The other times, like I guess it's with Mayhem. It made no sense to me at all. That made sense. It makes it sound like it's more badass. And I feel like that if I completely like dove into this type of music, you would have to be an elitist. And all those other little peon bands that try to be bad, you know, like.
Well, their thing was it 1982? They weren't trying to, you know, the other bands weren't trying to be bad. They were trying to be too good. I think that was the idea. Like, they were trying to overproduce. There was a band that we listened to earlier this week, and it was just so fucking well produced. It was just like, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were, like, going to go the opposite way and, like, be, like, sound unproduced and sound like a garage band and all that.
I like that.
That was the idea.
I really like that.
So, like, sonically, these guys are closer to the black metal than I'm familiar with. And then, but subject matter wise, what do you call it? The band we listened to yesterday.
The Alvo Scar?
No. Merciful Fate.
Oh, yeah.
Lyrically, they were closer to black metal than I know of. But they weren't like it sonically. Where these guys are sonically, but lyrically it's not very like black metal as I know it now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just very, very interesting. Like I don't think there's one band that's like they did it. You know what I mean? Like, whereas you can look to Black Sabbath and pretty much.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You can look at Black Sabbath and go, okay, Tony, like I see everybody still riff from this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? So I'm not saying I don't like the song because I think it's kind of like the opening shot for like the attitude.
It was really fun.
There's a certain attitude here about like pushing
Yes,
everything to the extreme.
Yeah.
Which you're an extremist, so
Black is the night, metal we fight, power amp set to explode.
Yeah, you turn on the
Yeah, and I know. Energy screams magic and dreams. Satan records their first note. Lyrically, I thought they were a little bit...
It's very simple.
Simple, yes.
But that's what they were going for, I think. I think that they were trying to like be straightforward, straight up. This is who we are. This is what we're about.
Yeah.
Not any of that frilly shit.
Yeah.
I'm not Ingwe Malmsteen. Like, this is what we're about. But this song, there are songs in hip hop that are about the culture.
Yeah.
So the song isn't necessarily about like lyrical prowess. There's like some holy grail songs in hip hop that are just like about the culture, and this is something that set the culture for hip hop, and then it's up to the people following it to build on it.
Yeah.
And I feel like this song is like that. This song is more about setting the agenda for a certain type of culture in a way that I haven't really heard in
I can
in a while. Like that level of self-consciousness. It's interesting because in hip hop, in metal, it's almost like you're stuck in the story and you can't go outside of the story. Mm-hmm. Like you can't say I'm playing music in a metal song. You never hear a person say I'm playing music or I'm a singer.
Yeah.
They're always in the story. Whereas in rap, you're always outside of it. I write the best lyrics. Like you see what I'm saying?
True,
like in rap, you're outside of the story and you're kind of like talking. So like rappers go in and out of the story.
Yep.
And that has its advantages and disadvantages. But here, it's like one of the few times when I feel like a metal band got outside of the story and said, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're playing instruments like this. We're doing this because we're setting an agenda for a culture. And I think that that's unique in metal. You don't hear that a lot in metal. In metal, it's always like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, da-da-da, which is fine, but you're still in the story. Mm-hmm. You're never talking about instrumentation and what we're about and da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is it looks simple.
I see what you're saying.
But, and it is, but for metal and what it does, it's actually some groundbreaking shit, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, so it's about raw energy. It's about, coming together and against the odds, fighting to achieve your goal.
I always like it when they talk about the gods.
Yeah.
When they call themselves the gods, or anything like that. Anything about the gods is wildly entertaining for me. So when
Why
he
is
said,
that so entertaining to you?
Because people, in the scripture we're called that, you know what I mean, Elohim and stuff like that. So like we are in an elevated position, and a lot of times people don't realize who they really are.
Right.
And then once in a while you get somebody who like realizes it, but they like narrow it down to a specific reason why they're a god.
Right.
So lay down your souls to the gods, rock and roll, like. And then there was like another part where they said something about the gods.
Are they saying that they're not saying the gods of rock and roll? They're saying lay down your souls to the gods, rock and roll.
Like rock and roll are the gods.
Rock and roll is.
Yeah, but who's bringing those gods forward? Them.
Yeah, they'd be like the high priest or something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And there was another point where they said something about God, but gods are God or something like that. Against these odds, black metal gods fight to achieve our goal. You know what I mean? Like I love it, and I love the attitude that they had through the whole thing. And
that's
really
blasphemous as hell. You're a black metal god, but you're saying you like it because it what now?
What? Why is that blasphemous as hell?
Or like Lord Jamar.
Yes. He wants to speak to the God.
Speak to the God.
Lord Jamar. I just think it's funny because what I'm saying is people are elevated and people are, we were made in the image of God.
Right.
And so we're the vice regent and all that stuff. So when you're like, most people don't recognize that. They don't know who they are. They walk around feeling like they're shit,
Right.
And then
it's true. A lot of metal is about complaining about how hard your life is.
Yeah, but these, you know what I'm saying?
Guys are saying,
they narrowed it down to say like I'm a metal god. Well, you're more than that.
Yeah.
But you're not less than that. You know what I mean? Like you're good. And I just thought it was cool. Like, and I like to hear their energy, and I think that they love what they do, and I liked the sound of it, like the way it was like you're saying underproduced. I guess that's what they call that.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was a fun.
I mean, it's not as bad as Mayhem.
Mayhem was complete shit, in my opinion.
We only listen to one.
So you guys need to maybe tell us another one. I'll give it another try. But the one we listened to was just garbage, and I literally could not understand how anybody would like that. This, I can see why people would like it, and I could see how you would. Well,
I could differentiate between the notes and stuff and the playing.
And there were parts of this where I felt like I was being pushed on the conveyor belt. It was going fast, but I was okay with it. I was like, okay, all right, fine, I'll go.
Yeah. I'm looking at here. It's like the first song. It's like, boom, like we're setting the agenda. This is the culture.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a very special moment when you can find somebody who has the awareness of the moment to say, we've got an opportunity to set the culture here and set the agenda. And it's interesting because looking back now, 30 plus years later, and to hear metal fans say these are the guys, it's like it worked.
Yeah,
they did it. They accomplished it, and I think that's huge. That's a huge accomplishment for people to look back at your band and say you did it
for sure,
and to know that they 82. They obviously had that in their agenda.
Yep,
that's what they're coming out. They're saying it, and for that to happen, and then you get bands like Magua out of it, because Magua's a black metal band. But if it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't have Magua. Which obviously I think Magua is a better band than this band. It's probably blasphemy to Venom fans, but I'm saying these guys. It's just like with hip hop. Like you have Jam Master Jay and all these guys. Like I'm a better rapper than those guys. You know what I mean? But they set the agenda. Like you would have no. There would be no Biggie or Rakim without those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say whether Magua or them are better. Like, I'd have to listen to both of them side by side again.
The exercises in futility.
Yeah, I know, but you know how my mind is. But I will say that that could be said of the first vehicle that was created. And, well, we have better vehicles now. Well, sure, yeah, because we've advanced in our technology and we understand different things. But for their time, like,
need the template.
you're never gonna do what they did.
Nobody
So
is.
I don't care how good of a car you make. You didn't make the first car.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
the Wright brothers?
I think it's that's the airplane.
Is that the airplane?
That's Henry Ford.
I was picturing that airplane crashing thing when I said.
But like, yeah,
Henry Ford.
Yeah, like to invent and create a subgenre, and at the time it was like going the complete opposite way of what everybody thought was supposed to happen and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like these guys are unbelievable. I think these people
Is
are
that the
knocking on
maid
it.
service knocking again?
Well, there's a doorbell.
Well, why wouldn't they use the doorbell? They used it this.
I think they're just doing something else. We're getting distracted here. And then, of course, it's all the odes to Satan in there. We're living for Satan, blah, blah, blah. It just seems like that's here to just fuck with people.
Yeah, because it didn't really have that feel. It didn't have that dark feel to it.
No, like there's a lot of bands that have like a very dark feel to it. And maybe there's other songs from Venom that have like a satanic feel, but this one didn't.
Right.
This just felt like a bunch of rebellious teenagers and like we're gonna fuck shit up. But it also
speakers.
But it also, to me, when I say culture, I mean beyond just a genre. I mean a style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Like this to me seems like a lifestyle. Like we're gonna wear leather. We're gonna be, we're going against the odds. We're outside of society. That type of take our chances. We're in a raw energy. Like this is a way of life.
Yeah.
And so I think that's when the more I listen to the old stuff, the more I understand metal elitists kind of bone to pick. Like I don't agree with him. I don't agree with
underground metal elitist, or you're just saying metal elitist
the underground metal elitist, because he's so passionate about it, and it's like.
I completely.
It's like, dude, everybody has different opinions about music, but it also helps us understand. It also helps me understand to some degree, why people react so strongly when we dislike one of their favorite bands,
especially if it's something like this.
Yeah, it's because it's about the culture more than it's. The music is almost pedestrian on the way to the culture.
You would think that you wouldn't get so angry about it, but you would instead, if I was them, I would just say, they don't understand. And I would disregard people like that. Right. I would be, you know what I mean? Like you're a child in the metal world.
Well, it's kind of how we are with Christianity. If somebody says, Christianity's done, it's a fairy tale, we're like, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also think like it's a culture that has meant so much to so many people. And it's a culture that's given disenfranchised people a space. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's given them a voice, and this is empowering as hell. Literally, to some degree. Black is the code for tonight. And it's like, I can imagine being like this young teenage person that has no fucking whatever, and then like hearing this shit and being like, okay, this is who I'm gonna be. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends. They're
looking for identity. They're looking for fellowship. They're looking for community.
It's like, okay,
here it is.
This is my crew. Like, so
we get each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's and the other thing is the music is accessible, so you could play it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's some, like, when I first got my guitar, I was playing a lot of Korn. It's very accessible, very easy. I was not playing a lot of, early Metallica. Mm-hmm. That shit is hard to play for a beginner. So this stuff right here, it seems like it's very accessible. Yeah. You and your friends can get together and it sounds like shit. It's like, yeah, but we're genuine. And that's what I
don't think it sounded like shit though. And I
no, I'm not
to
saying
me, I don't think that it sounded like it was simplistic either. It sounded like there was a lot going on in there. A lot of different, I don't know if there was a lot of instruments or if it was the way they were playing their instruments. There was a lot.
Well, if you compare this to the Neo song we just listened to.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't listen to that as a kid and go, shit, I can do that. I can play that.
Neo?
Yeah.
No.
But you could, I'm telling you as a kid, you could listen to this.
You and your friends could say, let's do this song.
Yeah, we could play this song.
Yeah.
You can figure this song out by ear. The Neo song.
Neo has a mature sound to it.
Not so much. Well,
they don't sound like they're
it's prog.
Yeah.
It's different, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I understand the appeal of this song and this band. Too. I'm still trying to figure out Mayhem.
Yeah, and I don't get that at all. But this,
still trying to figure out. We need to listen to more Mayhem, but this I get it. I get it for a bunch of different reasons.
Like this week, I want to listen to a Mayhem song.
Okay, inshallah. Somebody get us a good Mayhem song, please. We already did Freezing Moon.
Can they run a poll on our Facebook page or something?
It's so funny. You remember, Mayhem were the ones that said vomit. They,
oh yeah, that's right.
They posted Mayhem.
That's right.
Shout out to Mayhem. They posted our reaction. They said vomit. Yeah. I appreciate it. I think Carmen and all those guys wrote into our defense.
We enjoyed that so much.
That was so fun.
Vomit.
You're a grown man. All right, that's all right. See right there, united.
Yeah.
My legions we stand. You know.
Yeah.
It's like. Freak hard and wild for us, give up your soul. You know, it's like,
yeah.
Let's go. Like, you've got an identity now. You're part of our legion. You're part of our army. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I think this is such an important. I'm glad. I'm actually. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm very, very happy that the black metal people were really pushing this band because.
Oh, me too.
This song. Well, it's not. This is not a shower song. This is not like a Vin shower song, you know, that I'm going to listen to in the shower or is in my playlist. But I can recognize like a historical moment, and I really feel like this is a historical moment in music.
I totally agree,
and I appreciate the black metal people the black people for sending this song to us. I really do. I think that's important that they did that, and I think that
I agree.
It's a real like they feel like they felt like we'd get it, and I think that's huge. So I appreciate you guys for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is a 10 for me because I understand where it is in the culture, and I think it's such an important song.
Okay, on my own, aside from recognizing where it is in the culture, I would give it a 9. I really liked it, and I really like where they went with it. The lyrically though, like the simplistic rhymes, I don't like simplistic rhymes. You know, like where it was like, there was one that was like, right there, black leather hounds, faster than sound. That doesn't, it's very, very simple. So I'm like, well, I don't really like that. So that's why I gave it a 9, not a 10, like on my own. But I can recognize too that this is big, and so I would give this one a 10 as well.
Culture.
But I'm still giving it a high score, like aside from recognizing what it is in the culture.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's big for me is it definitely captured like that feeling of teenage.
Yes, I think that's why I liked it. Like that's part of the reason why I liked it.
You know, as soon as he said leather, if I didn't have a leather jacket, I'd have fucking saved up my allowance.
Yes.
And got myself a leather jacket.
Yeah, I was bummed out that mine was all ripped up.
Or asked my mom to get me one so I could rebel against her. Can I get a leather jacket, Mom? Oh, okay, you want the leather jacket? All right, there you go. And then 2 days later, fuck my parents.
Yeah, my dad used to have this leather vest. Do you remember people wearing those?
Yikes. Don't bikers wear that, leather vests?
It was a tan one. It wasn't black.
It's not a good look. Sorry, boss. All right. So it's a 10 for me.
10 for me.
Venom. Shout out to Venom. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.
Lay down your soul to the gods, rock and roll.